Hey guys, so this is the part 2 of the reason why some women date a married man. So if you're new, welcome to Female Affairs with Polu, where we share female affairs stuff and matters of the heart. So do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to like if you enjoy watching, okay? And if you have not watched the part 1 of this, kindly check my video for the part 1 of this same topic, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into the other woman stereotypes and the reality behind it. Society often paints women who date married men as a variant of homebreakers, blaming them for the breakdown of marriages. However, the reality is far more complex, and many women who find themselves in relationships with married men do not fit this stereotype. So the first one under this is challenging the homebreaker stereotype. The term homebreaker implies that the woman is solely responsible for the affair and any resulting damage of the marriage. However, this narrative overlooks the responsibility of the married man who made the decision to cheat on his wife. While the woman may be complicit in the affair, it is important to recognize that both parties share responsibility for their action. The second thing is the woman's perspective. Many women who date married men are aware of the social stigma they face and may experience feeling of guilt, shame, or regret. They may enter into the relationship with the belief that the man's marriage is already failing, or that they can offer him something his wife cannot. Over time, however, they often come to realize that the relationship is not as fulfilling or promising as they initially thought. So we'll move on to the sixth one, the consequences of the woman involved in this relationship. Dating a married man often comes with emotional and psychological consequences for the women involved. These relationships are typically fraught with guilt, secrecy, and uncertainty, which can take a toll on the woman's mental health and self-esteem. And under this, we have emotional turmoil. Women who date married men may experience intense emotional highs and lows. The secrecy of the relationship can be thrilling at first, but over time, the reality of the situation can lead to feelings of loneliness, frustration, and resentment. This woman may find herself constantly waiting for the man to leave his wife to make a commitment to her, only to be disappointed. The second one is damage of self-worth. As the relationship progresses, the woman may begin to feel like she is second best or not enough, especially if the married man continues to prioritize his wife and family. This can lead to a further erosion of her self-esteem, reinforcing the very emotional issues that may have drawn her into the relationship in the first place. The third one is social isolation. The stigma attached to dating a married man can lead to a social isolation for the woman. She may feel judged by friends and family, or worry that others will discover the nature of our relationship. This secrecy can prevent her from seeking support from loved ones, leaving her to deal with the emotional fallout on her own. The seventh one is moral and ethical dimension of dating married men. From a moral and ethical perspective, dating a married man is often viewed as problematic because it involves dishonesty, betrayal, and the potential to cause harm to others. Women who enter into these relationships must grapple with these ethical dilemmas, even if they feel justified in their actions. So under this, we have the impact of the wife and family. One of the most significant ethical concerns is the impact that the affair has on the man's wife and family. Affairs can cause immense pain and damage to marriages, leading to trust issues, emotional traumas, and sometimes divorce. While the married man is ultimately responsible for his actions, the woman involved in the affair also plays a role in the situation. The second one is the woman's own value and morality. Women who date married men may struggle with feelings of guilt and shame, especially if their action goes against their own values and beliefs. The relationship by telling themselves that the man's marriage is already failing or that they are not responsible for his choices. However, over time they may come to realize that they are contributing to the harm caused by the affair. So now we'll move on to the last topic, the conclusion of this topic, this whole video, a nuanced understanding of women who date married men. The decision to date a married man is often influenced by a complex interplay of psychological, emotional, and social factors. Women who find themselves in these relationships are not monolithic group, nor can they be easily categorized as homewrecker or villains. Instead, they are individuals with their own unique motivations, vulnerabilities, and emotional needs. Understanding why women choose to date married men requires empathy and a willingness to look beyond stereotypes and societal judgments. These relationships are often fraught with emotional turmoil, guilt, and regret, and the women involved may struggle with feelings of loneliness, insecurity, and a lack of self-worth. Ultimately, the decision to date a married man, a deeply personal one, and the consequences of such relationships are often far-reaching, affecting not only the woman and the married man but also their families and loved ones. By exploring the psychological, social, and emotional dimensions of these relationships, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexity involved in the challenges faced by those who find themselves in such situations. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on relationships, psychology, and everything in between. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.